Why do people often fail right before they succeed? Have you ever felt like you've been working hard for a long time, yet the results are barely visible? You've been saving money for months, but your savings still seem small. You've spent years learning new things, yet your skills don't seem dramatically different. You've been running a business for years, but its growth feels painfully slow. And eventually, a very human question appears. Is any of this actually worth it? Interestingly, the problem is often not that our efforts are wrong. The problem is that we expect exponential results to arrive at a linear speed, and this is a mistake that almost everyone makes. To understand this, imagine a pond. Inside the pond is a plant that doubles in size every single day. On the first day, there is one plant. On the second day, there are two. On the third day, there are four. On the fourth day, there are 8, and so on. Now imagine that on the 30th day, the plant completely covers the pond. When do you think the pond is half full? Most people answer around day 15 or day 20, but the correct answer is day 29. Just one day before it becomes completely full. This is the nature of exponential growth. For a very long time, almost nothing seems to happen. Then near the end, the growth appears explosive. The problem is that the human brain is not naturally designed to understand patterns like this. In everyday life, most of what we experience is linear. If you walk 1 kilometer and then walk another kilometer, you have traveled 2 kilometers. If you carry 1 kilogram of rice and add another kilogram, you now have 2 kilograms. We are used to growth that is straight, predictable, and steady. As a result, when we encounter something that grows exponentially, our intuition often misleads us. We assume no progress is being made, when in reality, progress is happening. It simply isn't visible yet. This phenomenon can be found in almost every area of life. Take investing, for example. Someone who saves and invests consistently for 1 year may not see dramatic results. Even after 5 years, the progress may still seem ordinary. But after 20 or 30 years, the outcome can be astonishingly different. Not because they discovered a secret strategy, not because they are smarter than everyone else, but because they gave the power of compounding enough time to work. The same thing happens with learning. Imagine 2 people who both read 10 pages of a book every day. 10 pages sounds insignificant. It may even feel meaningless. But in 1 year, that becomes more than 3,000 pages. In 10 years, it becomes tens of thousands of pages. Knowledge that once grew slowly begins to connect with itself. Insights connect with insights. Ideas connect with ideas. And one day, other people see the result and say, wow, they're incredibly smart. But what they see is only the final outcome. They do not see the 10 pages that were read every day for years. The same principle applies to business. Many people look at a successful entrepreneur and assume that success happened overnight. They see the large revenue, they see the multiple locations, they see the comfortable lifestyle. But what often remains invisible are the years when the business barely grew, the years when customers were scarce, the years when profits were small, the years when nobody believed in the vision. People only see the explosion at the end. They do not see the accumulation that came before it. And this is where an interesting paradox appears. At the beginning of an exponential process, discipline looks useless. At the end of an exponential process, discipline looks like magic. When someone saves 1 gram of gold every month, the first month hardly feels meaningful. The first year doesn't feel significant either. Even after several years, the results may still seem ordinary. But after 1 or 2 decades, the accumulation can become substantial. Other people see the result and ask, how did you do it? The answer is surprisingly simple. They simply stayed in the game longer. This is a lesson that is often forgotten in a world obsessed with speed. We live in a time that celebrates instant results. We want success quickly. We want wealth quickly. We want expertise quickly. We want everything right now. But many of the most valuable things in life do not work that way. They require time. They require accumulation. They require patience. And perhaps most importantly, they require the ability to keep going when the results are still invisible. Because the truth is that many people do not fail because they are incapable. They fail because they quit too soon. They quit right before the curve begins to rise. They quit right before the results become visible. They quit right before the exponential effect starts working. So perhaps the most important question in life is not, how quickly can I succeed? But rather, can I stay in the game long enough for my efforts to compound? Because in many areas of life, success is not a reward given to the most talented people. It is a reward given to the people who can persist longer than most others. And perhaps right now, you are on day 20 of a pond that will be full on day 30. You see only small results. You feel that progress is slow. You begin to doubt yourself. But maybe what you need is not a new strategy, not a new goal, not a new dream. Maybe what you need is something much simpler, to continue taking the next step. Because many miracles in life are not miracles at all. They are simply the result of small actions, repeated consistently for a very long time.